As the first non-Gundam real grade. But this isn't so surprising when you actually consider that the first ever perfect grade kit was also EVA Unit 1, predating the first ever Gundam perfect grade, the RX-78-2, by an entire year. And it turns out EVA Unit 1 isn't going to be the only real grade Evangelion that we see. We already have an announcement of EVA Unit 0. So before I actually get into the review, there's 4 things I can say to sum this thing up. 1, it is utterly fantastic. 2, the organic shape of an EVA is a great break from typical Gundam real grades.
コンコロワッカリングのような軽食は携帯性に優れ、 じゃあ行くよ。どよめく進学。よく見とけ。動け。武器を捨てろ。投降しろ。突撃。ヒーロー見参。いや、これ食べられるかな。じゃあ行くよ。聞け。合図を待つ。最後の警告だ。これは必要。頭突き。奥義。ヒーローキック。ヒーロー見参。突撃。ダイビングヒップ。武器を捨てろ。山の地。動くな。やっ。法の裁きを雷のごとくカウントスタート。はーい。ドーン。ヒーロー見参。食らえ。ん？地面から生えてきたの？ じゃあ行くよ。
Three, it's much bigger than I expected. And four, I love this thing to bits, and you will too. As always, this video right here would not have been possible without those absolutely awesome people over at Hobby Link Japan. So if you want a real great Ava Unit 1 of your own, or
星とし
if you want to pre-order Ava
無
Unit
事今日の依頼
then check out that link down there.
星とし
Now here we go. Hey, what is up, everyone? Welcome back to another review, and this one I am super excited about, and I'm so psyched to be bringing this to you guys right now. This, of course, is the real grade Ava Unit 1. Yes, that is a real grade, and yes, it is an Ava, and yes, it is awesome. Once again, as usual, this video right here would not be possible without those awesome people at Hobby Link Japan, and I will mention there is two of these available. This is the
この
more
同点
expensive variant, which is the DX set. It comes with the platform you're seeing right now as a bit of a display extra, as well as an AT field. That one costs $55.
同点につい
There is a standard box available as well with all those extras, and that one's just $38. And I will just say, it's worth every single penny. But anyway, let's check it out. So before we take a look at the absolutely butt-kicking Ava itself, let's take a quick look at the box. So first off the box is one of the bigger variants. So this is about the size of what you would have seen with the new Gundam, or the full armor version of the real grade Unicorn. Once again, it's following that standard real grade look, which is the Ava over here on one side, the full body shot of that, as well as the close-up of the head on the left. As usual, all the details are on the side of the box. That is info about real grade. As usual, this is trying to look like what this Ava would look like if it existed in real life. Some info about the build there. I will mention this does have a full frame, but I will not be stripping it down for this review. Some of the extras and other details about the kit. Once again, if you want to read these, you can just pause right now. This stuff right here is what is exclusive to the DX kit, and that right there is